Yoshiko Kuga, reporter-cameraman for Modern Life magazine. She's just coming back to Tokyo after 5 days in the little town of Matsue, doing a picture story. Yoshiko lives in Tokyo with her husband, Saburo.
はい、もしもし。
あ、私。
よしこ。
そう、今着いたの。
疲れたろう。どこ今？
Their apartment is in one of the standard government housing projects. In the current housing shortage, these apartments are assigned by lot, and the Kugas, on a long waiting list, were lucky enough to draw a winning number. The average Tokyo family lives in an apartment like this.
あ、じゃあ。
Yoshiko and Saburo have been married for 3 years, and like most Tokyo couples, both have jobs.
打ち上げ予定時間は日本時間の今日午後2時43分から午後5時12分までの間です。今度の7号は お忘れ物ないように乗り換えてください。乗り換えの方、忘れ物ないように続いてお乗り換えください。東京行きです。
Tokyo, mammoth city. Her gigantic arteries, the subways, pulse with their strongest beat in the morning. The white-collar worker's mightiest daily struggle is the morning rush hour train. It's a little different in a rural town. Matsue, where Yoshiko did her picture story, is as different from Tokyo as day from night. A quiet town, still graced with the old charms of traditional Japan.
Mm, なかなかいいじゃない。この辺がずっと武家屋敷なんです。典型的な武家屋敷ね。
与田さん、特集は8歩で行きますか？
いや、9歩で組んで。
Matsue is nestled on the coast of the Sea of Japan, some 600 kilometers west of Tokyo. Yoshiko, on the trail of prototype Japanese cities, had been thinking for some time of doing a story on Matsue.
昔からの窯場がいくつもあるんです。
The day begins in Matsue with a parade of food merchants streaming in from nearby villages on foot, as food merchants have for generations. It's not a bit like the big city, where a complex and impersonal distribution system moves the standard merchandise first from a processor to the central wholesale markets, then to the retailer, and eventually to the consumer. In a town like Matsue, the food comes fresh from its source, still rich with natural flavor, with the smell of the fertile earth and the teeming ocean. The precious intimacy so lacking in the big modern city is well preserved in this little town. It's another face of Japan, something more than a scenic background. Japan has many faces. One is the elegance of the imperial palace, sometimes difficult to discern beyond the ever-present clusters of tourists. About the time the first throngs of tourists descend on the vast Imperial Palace Square, the business center of Tokyo, just a few blocks away, is swinging full blast. One of the remarkable phenomena of post-war Japanese trade and industry is the youthfulness of the workers.
おかしいな。やっぱり一冊足んないな。
30冊渡したわよ、ちゃんと。これ、違う？
あ、そうだ。これだこれだ。
何よ、自分じゃない。使いなんじゃない？
In a small organization, like the photo magazine where Yoshiko works, the emphasis on youth is especially strong. In a creative atmosphere like this, there's a premium on new ideas and the flexibility of youth. Young people, responsive to the changing moods and tastes of a developing society, eagerly assume leading roles in setting trends. Yoshiko, without pausing to take a breath, is already deep in a discussion of her next picture story.
もちろん人体の害が第一だ。しかし動物、植物、鉱物全部だな。
工業地帯の病院に行ってみたらどうかしら。ちょっと心当たりがあるんだけど。
One of the latest trends among Japanese youth is making music rather than just listening to it. And there's a boom in musical instrument sales. Our friend Saburo works in the merchandising department of a piano manufacturer. After polishing off his morning schedule of paperwork, he leaves for a meeting at the factory, which is outside Tokyo. He'll be home about dinner time because he can take the famous Bullet Express. Saburo gets a warm feeling of pride and satisfaction here, where the wood used in his company's pianos is fully seasoned. He knows what that means to the quality of the instruments. The purpose of Saburo's trip to the factory was to coordinate plans for exporting his company's pianos, an important area of merchandising. Japanese pianos, rated among the world's finest, compete with old-time leading makes in the United States and Europe. The Japanese piano-making skills have been successfully adapted to mass production methods and have proved their quality in the great musical centers of the West.
様でした。
いやいや、皆さんも大変ですな、行ったり来たり。
いや、もう慣れっこですから。
There's no company cafeteria in Yoshiko's modest magazine publishing company. As a matter of fact, they don't even have a reception room. They meet for conferences at one coffee house or another.
そうね、ちょっと辛いけど、まあ、久我君の写真が大いにカバーしてくれるでしょうし。
ダメですよ、先生、そんな。
They have plenty of choices. Tokyo is overrun with coffee houses. There seems to be nothing but coffee houses in the business areas. How different it is in Matsue, away from the rush of the city. In that serene town, there's no coffee house din and clatter, but the quiet of the chanoyu for a relaxing cup of tea. The chanoyu is pure Japanese, the elegant and time-honored tea ceremony, more relaxing and rewarding by far than any coffee break. Part of the charm of the tea ceremony is the tea service itself, the cups and bowls. And since the tradition is still strong in Matsue, many old pottery kilns still fire up to bake the beautiful hand-thrown ware which can't be mass-produced. But the fact that old handcrafts survive in Matsue does not mean the town has taken a back seat in Japan's industrial development. On the outskirts of Matsue are a number of sand iron pits. Out of these pits comes the material which, when processed in the most modern of electric furnaces, becomes the great Japanese tamahagane, the high-quality steel that competes with the world-famous Swedish steel. When Yoshiko returned from Matsue, she was struck again by the fact that the clear blue sky of Japan has literally disappeared from the big city. What can bring it back? What can cure the big city's plague? Smog. Yoshiko's new photo story assignment is Tokyo's attack on the public nuisance of our times. air pollution, the lamentable byproduct of industrial society, the evil that accompanies all the good that industrialization brings. Unpleasant as it is to contemplate the disappearance of the clear blue sky, even more unpleasant is it to contemplate the serious health hazard of the smog. The two major ingredients of smog which are most harmful are carbon monoxide and sulfuric acid gas. Monitoring devices at strategic spots in Tokyo automatically transmit their readings of the air pollution level to a central control system. At a designated concentration, the recorder flashes the danger signal. Instantly, warnings are dispatched to a pre-scheduled group of industrial plants which adjust their oil furnaces, reducing the emission of hazardous air pollutants. Remarkable progress has been made in air pollution research in recent years, but as yet, no basic countermeasure has been developed to reduce this public health hazard. Yoshiko covers every front of the big city's war on air pollution and organizes her photo story around the theme, which she firmly believes, that the Japanese can take this problem in their stride and, with their customary dynamic attack, ultimately find the solution. Chidorijo, the Plover Castle, boldly thrusts its graceful silhouette against the clear blue sky over Matsue, a sky unblemished by the black smear of air pollution. The simple beauty of the castle derives from the handcrafted details characteristic of the local artisans of the past. Just so, the local foods retain their characteristic flavors. In the tangle of Tokyo, on the other hand, local flavor in cookery has all but been lost. However, to compensate for a lack of regional Japanese cuisine, the bustling city offers a choice of cookery from every nation in the world to please the most cosmopolitan palate. The cosmopolitan variety of foods in Tokyo is matched by the cosmopolitan flavor of its shops, where every conceivable kind of merchandise is available. Tokyo's gargantuan appetite devours a mountain of information, too. Its voracious readers appease their reading hunger with 100 weeklies from every corner of the globe.
結局現状では実態の把握っていう段階だと思うんですよ。
つまり積極的な手は打ってないってわけ？
うん。
手は打ってると思うんだけど。
The end of the day comes too soon for the eager young people of the seething city. There's so much yet to be done. In Yoshiko's office, for example, the editorial staff continues its spirited discussion for hours.
はい、皆さん、電話。
あ、どうも。あ、はい。あ、私。
今着いたんだけどさ、そっちどう？帰れる？うん。あ、そうそう。向こうでね。
The end of World War II found Japan completely cut off from its pre-war conditions and attitudes. Seemingly everything had a new beginning. A new young generation, reaching maturity as citizens of the world, moves forward, their vision unclouded, aware that on their shoulders rests the destiny of Japan.
明日10時ね。
そうそう、10時。
じゃあお疲れ様。
はい、お疲れ。
昔のままそっくり残ってんのよ。戦争で焼けなかったから。
なるほどね。一度行ってみたいな。これが松江城か。これは？
どれ？あ、それはラフカデヨハンが住んでたところ。これは宍道湖。夕焼けがすごく素敵なの。
ここは串本、向かいは大島。
Yoshiko, ever the journalist, transcribes her thoughts to her diary. Tonight her entry sums up her kaleidoscopic day like this. 2 cities, one small and tranquil, so quiet one can hear the beating of a bird's wings. The other so huge, so active, growing so rapidly it seems to be bursting its seams. And yet they differ so little in the ultimate direction of their objectives. The people of the 2 cities turn their eyes to the same goal. Both focus on a single light, a light that has always guided the growing land of Japan.